Hey, what's up, guys? We're going to take a look at some of the costumes and cosmetic items that you can wear for your warden, who is like the Pokemon trainer type, the Solari Master here in Moonrise. So you have different hairstyles that you can do, and you can also dye the hairstyles different colors, and then you get a preview right there, so you don't have to necessarily use that as soon as you click on it. You could rotate your character by sliding on the screen if you are playing on iOS. It should be a mouse click and drag if you are on Steam. You can change different sections of the hair color. As you can see here, the mohawk, we're able to change the tip, and then we're also able to change the base. You get these dyes from the fashion keys, and I believe you can also find them randomly in the dungeons, but typically you get them from the fashion keys. So you can see there's tons and tons of hairstyles, and this is simply just like a couple of the hairstyles. There's a lot more hairstyles in the game, so you can really truly customize your character to incredible depths here in this game. Probably no two characters will look alike, except for when you start out and you're in the basic, beginner gear. Moving forward, I would, dare to say that there's, millions upon millions of combinations. Okay, so that is just the head. Now let's go into the outfits. And you can see we have a huge selection of outfits. Again, you can color different sections of the outfit. So we can change it like that. This is the same outfit, but with just a different shade of brown. And you see there's multiple areas to change the colors. There's the same outfit, but with just a whole different color scheme, and looks dramatically different than that one right there. So again, the same kind of outfit, pretty different than the other ones. Even just changing up the sleeves on that makes it, a significantly different look. We got the classic hoodie. You can also change that stripe color there. So the customization is, by far one of my favorite things in this game. And I'm sure you're going to have a lot of players that are just playing Barbie and dress up and stuff. Designing different outfits, hunting for dyes and fashion tokens. And this is not everything that's in the game, too. I mean, I'm only scratching the surface here on outfits. There are, probably close to hundreds of outfits out there, like specifically different styles. Like, so there's a nice jacket. And we still haven't even looked at the pants yet. Let's go ahead and take a look at the pants. So some outfits cannot have pants, as you saw the last outfit that we had on cannot have pants on. So it defaulted to the blank tank top right there. And quite honestly, the chick looks pretty good in a tank top and a short skirt. No question about it right there. Again, you can change the colors. Like I said, endless possibilities. Easily over 1 million different combinations here. Let's go. And then so your avatar will be visible right out there for everyone to see. And the world will of course be a lot more populated as the game goes into a global launch. So you'll be running around with your little avatar, seeing a whole bunch of different people, checking out their outfit, asking them to duel, PvP battles. So let's see if we can run into a couple different people. We are heading over to the in-game dungeon, or in-game town. And you can see there's somebody over here. So you click on him, you can actually friend him, or you can send a PvP request. And again, the cool thing is that almost no two people will look alike. Here's another person over here. Here's Peter. The possibilities are pretty much endless. So this is how you get a lot of those fashion items. You go to the fashion keyring, click on it, and you go and pray to RNGesus, and hopefully you get some cool costumes and cool dyes that you don't have. You collect these tokens by playing the dungeons. You can also buy them with gems, but you really don't need. As you can see, we have 99 of these. The max that you can hold is 60. It does not allow us to get more slots. So unfortunately, I wish they had more inventory space, but it won't let us have any more than 60. So you have to go in here and delete and throw away some of the costumes. And since we have 60, it does take a while to load. The hairstyles do count as clothing. So you can see this is our inventory of clothing. You can go ahead and hit sell. And so typically I just sell all the duplicate styles and keep one of each kind, because you can always alter the colors to your liking with the dyes. So again, it's under chance, fashion keyring, and you go spin the wheel there. You can find some really, really rare clothing items. I've seen the developers had some like funky Hawaiian style shirts. So this one we got a whole bunch of things. When you get a green key like that, you're going to get a whole bunch of things. Oh, yep, we got the island shirts. So it should be like the Hawaiian one, and a new skirt. This dye right here is actually a hair dye, and these are clothing dyes. So there's two different types of dyes. Let's go take a look at the Hawaiian Shirt, because I've never seen that on my character before. The Hawaiian style shirt. Definitely really, really cool right there. You can change the color of the flower. Then you can also change the color of the necklace. Funky new skirt right there. So, and they're always constantly adding new clothing as well. Doesn't really match, but we can go with that. Again, make ourselves unique and special. She actually has like ankle bracelets on the bottom. If you can, post a link to your character. Show us what you're working with. Show us your clothing and your style. And definitely check out Moonrise, guys. You can check it out on iOS or Steam. Steam, you need a beta key. On iOS, you have to download a Canadian iTunes account. Create one of those. So there's a link down below for that. Or you can actually buy into the early access phase on the Steam version very, very soon. So definitely check for that soon.